You started. I'll play after you. Session guy. Oh, you brought the plus. Freaking love that thing.
Plus.
It's so good.
It's great. It really is a good pedal.
Welcome back, sir.
Hey, man.
The one, the only, Justin Ostrander, mathematician, economist, freaking shredder, session guy. You're everything. Ben Franklin. Justin Franklin is your new name. Ben Hunter.
I just need the glasses.
Car fixer.
Yeah.
What else? There's other things that you do.
Father, husband.
Well, yeah, that's a given.
I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah. You do?
I know. Somebody got me into this, and now I just keep going.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Who would ever talk to me and convince me to do such a thing?
Fantastic YouTube channel, by the way. Really, really, really awesome. So looking very good.
Thanks.
By the way, too. Like
Yeah.
nice and crisp and freaking awesome.
Man, I got this new editor that's helping me out a bit, making things look a little more pro.
Oh, sweet. All right. So we got a little what do you do if you're called to rock?
Man, you mean like on a session?
Yeah.
Like in my day.
Does that ever happen?
Absolutely. So, you know, that like riff that we were just sort of goofing off with.
Yeah.
That would be something on kind of a rock song or session, or even, you know, it could lean country. You could do that with pedal steel and with a band that's sort of aiming in the...
That would be amazing.
Well, oh, dude, so many guys run overdrive pedals through their steel.
No way.
Or they'll grab like an old lap.
Yeah.
And run that through the amp,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that'd be amazing.
And a lot of the steel guys now are using a bit more overdrive. It's not
Seriously?
It's not necessarily like the dead clean solid state PV that it used to be.
Doesn't sound like Straight to Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly. Man, Dan Dugmore's got one of the best sounding Tweed Deluxes I've ever heard in my life.
Seriously.
And he usually runs through that.
That's fantastic.
It's so cool.
Oh.
Anyway, that would be something that, you know, that's very simple, very like how many things sound like that.
Yeah.
You know? But that's just an example of something that you'd see on a session where if the chord progression was just like, how do you turn just some simple rock thing like that into a riff?
Okay.
Well, you kind of single out the notes rather than just strumming chords.
Okay.
And you find some kind of pattern that sounds cool and repeats. And, you know, when you and I were playing before we started filming, you sort of developed it from there with the extra changes from G to A and then landing on the 5 chord. as a turnaround.
Super original.
It'll never work.
Yeah, it'll never work. Nobody will go for that.
Yeah. You better copyright that.
Yeah, exactly right.
The
exactly.
5 chord. Yeah. Every time someone plays a 5 chord, cha-ching!
Extra $5 in your bank account.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It might be more than that. There's a lot of 5 chords out there.
That'd be a good like cooking show, something barbecue, you know?
Yeah.
Background, like a Traeger ad.
Yeah.
You want to have the best smoked ribs you've ever had in your life?
You know what I think it would work really great on? And we found this on Prime recently. It's a show called Alaskan Off-Road Warriors.
What?
It's hilarious.
Come on.
It's so funny. It's,
like car show or like what?
Yeah,
what's the, okay.
it's 5 teams. 5 2-person teams, each in a built off-road rig. Like there's a couple Forerunners,
right?
An old Land Cruiser, a Land Rover, and a Jeep.
Any like stipulations of what you can and cannot do? Or is
I don't know. They don't really discuss that.
Okay.
It's just like you build the rig the best that you think you can get from southern Alaska to the Arctic Ocean.
Come on.
All on off-road trails, right?
Wow.
So basically they're competing for like $100,000.
You and the Bears.
Man, that show, I could see like, you know, a Forerunner plowing through the mud.
Totally.
You know.
The slow-mo mud flying up off
with the pinch
tires.
harmonic.
Totally. Well, submitting this one after the show. All right.
I mean, the show's pretty hokey.
Yeah.
I think all those people are probably somewhat normal people, but they really play up there's like obviously manufactured tension and everything, but you know, plus there's a bunch of Forerunners and Land Cruisers going through mud stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you get money at the end.
Yeah, maybe we start a new channel where we just create riffs for all the there's a whole sector of YouTube that's dedicated to off-road. Like those people need music.
They need music, totally. Yeah. All right, so what would be go-to, like how do you, there's a subtle line between knowing some licks and just using stuff with no real purpose behind them and just noodling.
Muscle memory.
Yeah, versus like kind of having some cool tension riffs in your pocket, and then when the chord changes come up, actually knowing how to hit the G to the A, or like, so how do you balance all that? Make it still sound tough with teeth,
right?
Like you're at an angry blues bar, but then nail the changes when you need to.
Well,
like what are some standard freaking over the intro stuff? Like what's stuff that comes to mind, like standard 101?
Well, if you have a riff and the intro of your song or the verse or whatever is over that riff, then that means that there's some other melody that's going to work with it.
Okay.
So I think what I was playing was just a simple, you want to play the riff?
Yeah.
I'll show you.
So it's like a little hook.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're always looking for hooks.
Okay.
You know, something that's grabby, you don't play it so much that it gets annoying. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
shut up, make it stop.
I don't know if you've noticed, but we're in an era of wildly expanded attention spans.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's actually the opposite, right? Like it's
0.3 second.
Yeah. So hearing something cool is great, but hearing it like way too many times in a row, it's like,
yeah.
That's what I call leaving them wanting less.
Okay. Nice.
You want to leave them wanting more. You know?
Right.
That's a conversation with indie artists and new artists that the players tend to have, because we've played on so many songs, and everybody in the room has a list of massive hits they've played on.
Okay.
Whether it's a few or dozens or whatever. We kind of have an idea for
what works, or
what could work.
Yeah.
Like you never know.
Yeah.
Because we're really, you know, when it comes to artists on major labels and the songs that are brought for us to work on for them, like we're really searching for that last few percent that's going to make it.
Okay.
Just everything comes together and it's got that unquantifiable X factor that pushes it up the chart. But with some new artists and some indie artists, sometimes like last week, a guy came in with a song that was really precious to him. And we were talking about like, how do we want to tackle this, you know? And he had 4 choruses. So it was an intro, a verse, a chorus, a re-intro, long second verse, chorus, then a long bridge, and then a whole down chorus and a whole up chorus.
And then a nap.
Yeah, and then an outro, you know, and it was like, man, you know, back in the days of like Stairway to Heaven and Inagata Davida.
Piano
you know?
Man, yeah. This might work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, even 6th Avenue Heartache.
Yeah.
That's got...
It's a great freaking song, dude.
Oh, it's so good.
That whole playing on that album.
So good.
Great that he brought that up. Go back and listen to the guitar playing on that entire
It's a slide part, and it's...
fantastic.
He's in F.
But the whole album has killer guitar on it.
And then...
Yeah.
I'm trying to play it without a slide.
Yeah.
It's in an open tuning with a slide.
Okay.
But man, that hook is so good. It's
So
Mike
good.
Campbell.
Yeah.
But dude,
Is it really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He wasn't even in the studio with them. T-Bone Burnett was producing, and he was like, well, I'm kind of busy, but I'll do some things if you send it to me. Dude, back then it was like, we're going to send you the tape reels so you can...
Bro, that guy has got a knack for just hit, not only with Petty, but like Don Henley, the Boys of Summer, is that what that song is? That, it's like a hit machine.
100%.
Good for him.
100%. Like,
No wonder why he's got all those vintage guitars.
arguably more than almost anybody else, he plays the thing that you cannot imagine the song without.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, 6th Avenue Heartache is over 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it has 4 verses and 5 choruses.
Holy smokes.
2 solos.
Yeah.
I mean, the first solo is just an extended version of that hook, which is so singable and so good. And then the second solo actually has a little bit of movement from a non-slide guitar in it.
Right. So
But
precious.
we don't have that attention span anymore, right? So it was like, hey, man, this is killer. We feel like the shape could be better.
Yeah.
You know, we could cut a chorus and still have a full song. And, you know, if the song ends with people wanting to hear another chorus, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You don't want them to want less. You
Yes.
want them to want
Yeah.
more.
Commercial break.
Yeah, yeah. And so he was aware at least of how streaming works. Like he knew he didn't want to have a long intro.
Yeah.
Streaming the algorithm as opposed to that. And yeah, that's where we are. I mean,
Yeah.
I know a lot of you are going to have a lot of criticisms about modern music and about
That's just where it's
radio
at, yeah.
and about the streaming platforms. We are all trying to make a living and create art that also serves the commercial purpose, you know?
You also don't have to do it that way.
Not at all. I mean, there's so much great music.
Many ways to skin a cat.
That completely ignores all that.
Yeah.
But he was aware that streaming doesn't like fade outs.
Yep.
It doesn't like long intros. And we just had to sort of gently tell him like, hey, great song, but it also doesn't like fourth choruses.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So quick hook.
Yeah. A good hook, not too many times. There's this idea of something hooky can become annoying even within the song.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I find it like with these kind of stringy riff parts, like the tension between the two strings with an open string is always a good.
Yeah, very classic.
Yeah.
And that's something that's done so much. Depending on the producer, they might be like, "Hey, what about something out of left field? You know, that's not so drony string
Okay. What
guitar?"
would left field be? Session guy.
I mean, it could be real quirky like that.
Yeah.
Do it one more time.
It was like a drunken cat fight.
Oh, so,
that was
yeah.
awesome. Right? 2,
Yeah.
3, 4. Oh, wait, hold up. That needs some explanation. What's going on right there? That's pretty percussive and
I'm playing guitar. Don't worry about it. Keep doing what you're.
I'm gonna tell you.
You got to subscribe to my membership.
Yeah, exactly. That's $12.95 a month
Yeah, 12.
for that lick. So what do you?
Per lick, yeah.
Yeah, really, exactly.
So I'm doing this thing that is really just I don't know. It's its own thing, but it also developed in my playing because my clean picking sucks. So it's called hybrid picking, and you know, Greg Koch,
whatever.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Monster.
Oh gosh, I feel like what a great player. Would love to just sit and hang with the guy too. Like he seems so cool.
It doesn't hurt that he has hands this big.
Oh yeah. He's like
massive.
6'7" or something.
6'15".
6'15".
Dude, he's massive.
He's dinner time height. Yeah. But you know, he talks a lot about, and he does this chicken picking thing where you are percussively popping the strings with your fingers in substitution of an upstroke, basically.
Okay.
So what I'm doing.
How are you getting so percussive? How do you get it so percussive? Like, so you just barely touch the string and let go. So slow down, son.
Some of it, some of it is in the left hand too.
Okay, that's what I mean. So you're real slow. Yeah, so you're taking the pressure off. Okay.
I'm kind of muting on both ends.
Oh, okay. Dude. That sounds awesome. Do it a little slower because there's just a lot going on over there. That's still fast. Slow down. Okay. Nice.
What song is that? Yeah. Anyway, it's all about the percussiveness in the subdivision. You basically are popping every 16th note around whatever your notes that you're trying to play are.
Oh, okay.
So so like 1, 2, 3 and a 4 and
So you're doing a lot of upstrokes with this finger.
Well, it's my middle finger because I'm still holding it.
Yeah, this finger. Yeah, but there's a lot going on.
And like real country guys.
Yeah.
Brent Mason, James Mitchell, that crowd.
Yeah.
It's kind of a different level as far as pure country guitar playing than me.
Yeah.
They're using a thumb pick in their index finger with filed nails or acrylics. They've got acrylics on the first two fingers.
Lots of picks. That's why they're cheating.
Yeah, thumb picks and acrylics. Yeah.
Dude, I was watching
and it's so good.
There was a thing the other day of Brant Mason, and he was playing some ripping country lead, but he did the equivalent of like really ripping alternate picking. He did a run, and it was just, and you watch his hand, and it just looked effortless over here. It's just like, and I was just like, dude, so cheating, but it's so good.
That's what the acrylic nails or filing and hardening your own nails does for you.
Okay.
It gives you the same attack with your hybrid picking, the fingers part of your hybrid picking as it does with your pick.
Oh, dude.
So there's also some guys who will do the nails on their middle and ring finger. Yeah. So they have a plastic, they have the celluloid, the normal pick attack, but then they also have that same articulation.
That's how mine is too.
Oh yeah, you do that. Yeah, look
totally
at you.
Do that. Yeah.
Man.
I haven't gotten my pinky. I mean, a little bit here and there, but like, I just started off with this one.
You can really pick your nose.
And then, totally. It's good. It's a great booger picker. And then,
booger hooks.
Booger hooks. Nice. But I don't know. It's something about being able to start with this one if you haven't done it, and then start trying to go back and forth. And it really does. I mean, the efficiency
the clarity.
Yeah, it's super. And it has that like pop and snap. It's awesome.
My reason why I don't do that is because I really like the sort of cleanish, I like the fleshy part of my fingers on the guitar for some other like.
Yeah, totally.
I'm still doing a lot of that.
Is that freestyling?
Like those sort of moves, the
Yeah.
mute.
Slow down. Break that down. That's freaking awesome. What is that? What's happening here? I know we're going to get back to the rock in 1 second, but I have to, now that you've done that.
Okay, so it's more, this time I'm tucking the pick in. I tuck it in under my index finger, which is wrong. I do a lot of things wrong.
That's okay.
I really do.
Obviously, it's right for you.
Well, that's the thing is I'm kind of like, I don't want to get so right with all my technique that I sort of lose my own thing.
Yeah, just watch Gary Moore telling me about right picking at that point. Have you ever seen how that guy picks? It's the most ugly, awkward looking freaking and it's just ripping.
He looks like he's scratching the best answer.
Why did
I write that? That's wrong.
Like trying to break out of prison with a spoon. Like,
The Edmond Dante method.
Okay, so what's the change behind what you're playing? Like if you didn't do any of that, what are the changes?
E, G add 9.
Okay.
A to D over A.
Yep.
Those three notes are a D chord, right? Mm-hmm. Tools for the creative guitarist, if you haven't checked it out.
Awesome course.
This came from me being such a huge, hopeless fan of Charlie Hunter. You familiar?
Is that
with
where
him?
Mayer gets that from? Because I feel like Mayer really likes that sound. I know he plays with. I know Charlie Hunter plays stuff on his second album.
Right. Yeah, and they both played Novak's guitars for a long time. Charlie had the 8-string.
Yeah.
So the fan fret system let you have bass strings and guitar strings on the same neck because it would change the scale length per string so that you could intonate properly.
No way.
And it had one output for the 3 bass strings and a different output for the 5 guitar strings. And I went and saw Charlie play when I was in college. I mean, this was like 2003 maybe. Mm-hmm. We drove down from I went to K-State in Manhattan, Kansas. We drove down from Manhattan to Tulsa to catch him at this small bar. And it was Charlie, a trumpet player named Ron Miles, who's fantastic. He's on Bill Frisell's Blues Dream record.
Okay.
And the drummer was this guy named Derek Phillips, who lives in Nashville and has been playing on a lot of Dave Cobb records lately. He's so good. Like the rhythm section is basically Charlie and a drummer. Well, I remember that night very clearly, and I bet Charlie does too, because his amp wouldn't work. Mm-hmm. He had all these technical difficulties. He ended up just going direct with both sides of his guitar.
No way.
Like into DIs or whatever. And it was still like just one of the most fantastic things in the world. But I noticed what he does with his thumb a lot is he's muting strings with his right hand, he's muting with his left hand, and he's playing these percussive notes that don't have any pitch to them.
Okay.
So that's where I'm sort of getting that.
Yeah, so it's almost like a drum set. But the note duration over here is super important too, because you're cutting those off fast.
Yeah. Yeah,
and the sound too.
Yeah, the reverb hanging out in all that space is kind of part of the thing. I cannot play in any measurable sense like Charlie, but I'm a big fan of what he does.
Terrifying.
And that's some like minor thing that I got from him. Yeah.
Sounds like it's working.
Back in my like jazz spectator enthusiast days. I was always terrible at playing it, but I really dug some of the...
You got the math brain. You got to have some of that in there.
That's right. And that's kind of why I got away from it, because I felt like... I'm sure I could have pushed through, and I've talked about this on my channel, but I kind of felt like I was becoming too cerebral, you know?
Yeah.
And having a background in math and spending hours and hours and hours writing proofs for all these classes, I was like, man, I don't want my playing to sound anything like I'm thinking or crunching numbers at all.
No tax write-off for riffs? All right, back to rock.
Yeah, the rock and roll.
Okay, so standard 101 in your hook part. You did the little hook, but like, what are some like quintessential freaking riffs that sound angry that you like to? What's a good bag? If I started playing again, here, play some more. Ready? Two. Well, how's our riff go? Okay, so where's all that coming from?
I mean, for me, you know, you could say, well, that's just minor pentatonic.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, like, I'm thinking all about chords.
It's kind of how you play it too, though.
Entire time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just scale.
There's a lot happening in both hands.
Yeah.
That's not just fretting and striking and notes.
Break some of that action
so
down. What are
for
some things
me, like, the hooks that come out are things that I'm hearing in my head, and I'm kind of just singing in my head.
Okay.
I'm not thinking of the scale or the mode or, you know, like, well, I need to play slow here so I can get to this real flashy muscle memory lick later, you know. Even though, like, that's a viable method for building dynamic in your solo or whatever.
Sure.
But for me, it involves, how do I overcome the fact that this is it's a very rigid fretted system. Well, I can bend strings.
Okay.
I can ghost note into notes.
Ooh, what's ghost noting?
Well, like kind of a
oh yeah. Okay, I get it. So it's like the hint of it's coming from a note, but the note you're actually landing on is...
Yeah, you don't really hear the note you started from.
Yeah.
You just hear the move into the note.
Okay. Nice. You do that super percussive...
And with an open string, you know...
Dude, that was awesome. Do that again. So, high E?
Yeah. You can do it with the B string too, because that's in the E chord.
Okay. That sounds awesome.
You know, you end with a...
Yeah.
That's a power chord, right?
Yes, true. Look at you, knowing all your notes everywhere.
They're after me.
Okay, so what about when the G and A comes up? It sounds like you're like targeting those chord notes for sure.
Totally.
So like, what are some target tips?
Well, the roots are real obvious.
Okay.
A G note and an A note.
Okay.
I mean, that's the most obvious and kind of the least interesting.
Okay.
Playing the roots of your changes over the changes.
Weak.
Yeah. Bass player. But, you know, I guess where my mind goes to is the G chord.
Within the context of like the pentatonics or just G chord period?
Well, I just think G chord.
Nice.
And then, you know, because it's the flat third of what our home bass is, I would call this a 1 with a flat 3, 4, 5 dominant 7.
Okay.
Right? Well, because it's the flat 3, I'm not going to make it a dominant 7th chord because the dominant 7th chord involves playing the flat 7 of that chord.
Which is what note?
F natural.
Okay.
Well, F natural sounds really weird over E. So it would feel like I would want to avoid that.
Okay.
So
give me an example of what that sounds like. And what's the note? over. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, when your home base and your entire like resolution of the entire thing is E, like that could be cool. You could play like if you want to get real Eastern.
Yeah, super metal. That's like an Engel riff or a Diesel riff.
For the modal people out there, it's Phrygian dominant.
Oh, bless you.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. You got a tissue? Yeah, that's fifth modal harmonic minor, basically.
That's
anyway,
sophisticated. Okay.
It is. But my mind goes to, well, the 2 of E would sound a lot better.
Okay.
So
what note is that?
I would actually extend that as a G major 7.
Oh. Okay,
What a great sounding guitar.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know. I'm just hearing it from the speakers on the wall over there.
The amp too.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
super clear.
I need
good.
one of those, don't I?
You do. Divided by 13, FDR 37. Dude, that amp is a sleeper for me. I mean, I worked there for, I don't even know how many years. People would be like, 37. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then I had
Through
one.
any cab.
Yeah,
it
had
sounds
one,
fantastic.
sold it. And then
yeah.
my friend had one. He's like, hey man, I got this amp. Do you want to buy it? And I was like, maybe. And then I brought it over here and I was like, why did I not absolutely love this? It's the amp that the touring guys bought the most.
100%.
Because it's like the good pedal platform. Like one side's real Fender Deluxe-y, but a little bit bigger sounding. The other side sounds like a freaking like, listen to this other side. It sounds like a freaking Marshall. I mean, without your verb, but
the only thing I have on is the RC booster.
oh, it's coming through us then.
Yeah, that's pretty killer.
It's awesome.
Do you know why I don't have one?
Why?
I was too poor
Yeah.
when they came out, and everybody's like, man, you gotta get an FTR 37.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have that many dollars.
Yeah.
And so
They've stayed the same price.
I know, that's amazing.
Forever.
Some of these gear companies that have managed to do that for decades need to be case studies for marketing and sales and whatever. Just making a really great product. Like Analog Man.
Yeah.
I was just talking with a friend the other day, like they have maintained a 2 to 3 year wait list.
Yeah.
Forever.
For
the King of
20
Tone.
years, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for at least 20 years.
Yeah.
Somehow they have this it's obviously a fantastic product.
Yeah.
But it goes beyond that. There are so many fantastic products that are flavor of the month.
Psychology too.
Yeah.
Scarcity.
Exactly. So if you can maintain that scarcity, like ride the right line.
Well, and they're not overpriced because they're awesome. It's like 2 awesome pedals.
Yeah.
And if you just can wait and not pay $900 off some dude on Reaper.
Mine's got a bad switch. My King of Tone has a bad switch. Yeah. But it behaves in a really strange way. And I don't know. I need to...
It's like the Squire of Tone now. The Knight of Tone.
The court jester of Tone.
Jester. All right.
Yeah. So
G.
Yeah.
Okay, let me play a G chord and show us some of your ideas. He's back. Oh, that's like modal-ish. You'd play that over this? Wait, so let me go from G to A, back and forth. Okay, here we go. So you're doing the same thing for A?
I'm thinking of A, but A would be a dominant 7 because that would catch the G natural that's in our progression.
So what does that sound like if I play the A chord? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to G. To A. Okay, so I'm gonna come out of the intro.
Somehow we turned into Decky Betts.
Yeah, because I want to get back to that sound, right? Because that sounds killer, but is it gonna be in context? So if I come back from I'll do it here. Oh, that was awesome. What was that? Do that again. Dude. Is that a step and a half bend?
No, I'm bending a whole step, but then
What
playing
note?
a note a half step above it on the...
Okay, let's show me.
So I'm bending into the F sharp, which is in our B chord, right?
Dude.
And then you get that cool beat frequency, you know, out of
Yeah, that's amazing. It's like,
yeah, it's like a subharmonic,
Yeah.
you know.
so over
fun. Just fun.
But it sounded very rock the way you did the G to the A. So what are you targeting on like the G on that one? Yeah.
And you can climb through the chord tones, right?
Okay.
So,
what does that mean? Like,
well,
example?
play G to A back and forth a few times.
3, 4. Oh, you want me just back and forth?
Yeah, so I was climbing from to the thirds of both.
Yeah.
And then you went to the B. I don't know.
You know, it's funny that you're doing that. I find a lot of session guys, especially, do that. They take a note and they'll play around all the notes around it, and I don't know why that never occurred to me to do that. But like, you learn what's around everything by hitting that one note. You see people do it all the time out here, especially, and it's like,
Right.
oh, that's where you start to hear those other cool sounds. You know?
That's a big part of Tools for the Creative Guitarist. That anchor, yeah, it's easy segue.
Yeah. By the way, so I know we mentioned that a couple times. I'll leave the link down below. It's a fantastic course on all stuff like this, but it's on my website, reppapa.com, and Justin is one of our featured guest instructors.
Yeah. So my thing is kind of this personalized, customized, caged thing,
Yeah.
you know, where if I have any anchor note, I can see it as the root of a chord or as any degree of any other chord,
Yeah.
and know what everything else is around it.
Yeah, that's a fantastic section of that course. I use that all the time. Like after you came over here, I was like, oh, wow. Like I don't know why it seems like it should be dumb, you know, but like, I never thought of it that way until I watched you. I was like, oh, wow, that's like
pick any note of, say, E minor pentatonic.
Yeah.
We'll make it real easy. Well, what other notes are in that scale?
that's like a slash riff right there.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. You figured it out.
Yeah.
But anyways, anchor note, you were going somewhere.
Yeah,
with it.
so that's just the root, and I know that E minor pentatonic or E blues. Well, I added a note there. I added the 2. The 2. I discovered the 2 through David Gilmour.
Oh, bro, one of the best guitar players ever.
Holy cow.
Dude.
Like, literally one of the most playing the changes oriented.
Well, it's like he's singing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going down the learning how to improvise, learning how to play leads, he's like the ultimate, because the bends are incredible, and then all the all the licks are basically pentatonic licks, but they're so melodic the way he does it.
He's really inside of each chord.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Comfortably Numb, the two solos in that really showcase the two sides of his playing. The first one is ultra melodic. It tells a really great story. And the second one is just like...
The greatest solo ever?
Great. Yeah. Like the most angry, perfect, tasteful blues rock, like real vibey blues rock ever.
You want to have a good time? Look up Delicate Sound of Thunder, which is their live album before Pulse, and it's got like a 7-minute Comfortably Numb solo at the end, and it's
of course
perfect.
It does.
Yeah, it's like the most perfect solo ever.
Yeah. So real quick, imagine that same E note not as the root of an E scale, but as the fifth of A.
Okay.
Well, then that changes your options around it, right? So instead of root to flat third, it's now 5 to flat 7, 5 to 1, 5 to 3, to 4, to 5.
This is the A.
Yes.
Okay.
And you hear the A chord most there.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you could play the entire A dominant 7th chord with that as an anchor.
Yep.
And it's just the A triad with a flat 7 with a G note.
Yeah, you know all the stuff. Check you out.
And then I run out of frets.
It's almost
That was all
crossroads.
A triads.
Yeah.
Just A triad. That's it. It's a pattern where I'm playing, instead of root 3rd 5th, root 3rd 5th, root 3rd 5th, I'm playing root 5th, 3rd root, 5th 3rd. I'm basically taking the arpeggio but skipping a note and coming back to it. So root 5th, I skip the 3rd, 3rd root, skip the 5th, 5th 3rd, skip the root, then it starts over.
Super classical. That's awesome.
Kinda.
Yeah.
But it's also a way that, like, that pattern will kind of, now I know where all of the A notes are on the guitar, basically, just from that. And it's a nice, it starts in a position that you're really familiar with. Then it starts to climb to the high strings, right? So you have this kind of big diagonal pattern of all the A notes. And if you know that this is a root, then you know that that's a root, because you know where octaves are. Well, that's also 5 frets higher on the string below it. Well, that's also 5 frets lower on the string, higher on the string below it. I mean, you know where all the A's are, and you know how chords are made.
Sure.
You can do anything.
Yeah.
You can do
it's true.
anything.
Yeah.
So, and then the hooks are based on those chord tones or things that are outside of it that you use to resolve into it really nicely.
What does that mean? Like,
Well, like that first intro hook I played over our riff, it was So we use this note outside of E. Well, that kind of like begs a second half of a riff to resolve. Doesn't sound done, right?
sure.
So I use a slightly faster.
Let me play it with it. So,
Yeah.
nice.
So you notice in the first half of it, we landed on something outside of the chord that has a nice tension to it. Like it really wants to go there, you know?
Yeah, totally.
But you start the riff over and let it happen the next time. So instead of having
That's almost what hooks you in.
Exactly.
Like tension and like, oh.
Yeah. Now you have a phrase that's twice as long as just playing the same short phrase twice in a row.
All right. Okay, so what's the latest thing that you played on that you're super stoked of? Justin's playing on a bunch of awesome country tunes. What's your proudest moment of the last year?
Oh man,
Give me a top 3.
Okay, top 3. There's a new guy named Shane Prophet.
Okay.
That I'm really excited about. He is a great songwriter, kind of in the Luke Combs, almost Hardy vein.
Yeah.
Like his stuff's there's some heavy riff stuff, riff rock in his music.
All right.
But he's a good old boy. He's a fellow hunter.
Okay.
He's a great hunter.
Is he?
I mean, he's a great turkey hunter.
Turkey?
Yeah. Well, and deer.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else he's really into, but he gave me a turkey call, which.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I've never hunted wild turkey. Spring is not a good time for me.
They're dumb as dirt. You just walk up to them.
That's not true.
Just kidding. You just need to hang out at my dad's house. There's like 30 of them that hang out at his house every day.
Dude, yeah.
You know, it's funny though. Come Thanksgiving, they're nowhere to be found. And then when Thanksgiving's over, they're back. They just throw the yard. They know the internal turkey DNA.
They know when that real short spring season is too. But like when you're hunting deer, you're hunting your main challenge is their nose. If they wind you, they're gone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yep.
With turkey, it's their eyes. They've got eagle eyes.
Do they really?
Oh yeah. You could be in full camo sitting at the base of a tree, and if you blink to like.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're like, that's wrong. And
that's wrong.
Yeah. No, but he's really good dude. That would be one.
Okay.
Just did some stuff from Midland that I think is starting to come out that I think it's really good.
Yeah.
Like the songs are great.
They were, when I worked at Divided By, the guy Jess.
Yeah, they're all from California.
Yeah, so he came in when I very first started working there. What was his band called? I can't remember what they were called, but he came in, he was the sweetest kid, looked like a rock star, came in, like just had that vibe, super sweet human, and wrote the most incredible songs. And Fred's like, dude, give me your demo. I'm taking it to Capitol. Like,
oh, that's fantastic.
So literally, Fred's like, okay, this is what's going to happen. You're going to play this gig, and if they like you, they're going to come up and say, what are you doing on Tuesday?
Yeah.
You know? And so they went, just crushed this gig.
Yeah.
Julian Raymond comes up, or whoever the person was with them, what are you doing on Tuesday? And the kids were like, and then Capitol, like literally their deal was there, and then they fell apart. Capitol like fell apart, and it was like,
right.
And then he moved to Portland. I was like, oh, whatever happened to Jess? And then all of a sudden, like this, we got a new band. It's like, bro, just from one to another. I mean, he was just a born writer. He's a really good writer.
He brought a man. I'm gonna get this wrong. I think it's a late '60s Esquire.
Yeah.
To the session.
Oh, good for him.
So we compared tellies, old tellies and everything. It was fun.
Yeah.
So that'd be number 2. Number 3, I think there's some more of this stuff from this new guy, Preston Cooper, coming out. Okay. He had a song called Weak that I played on. And it's one that we actually chose for my Vertex interview.
Oh, nice.
We did the,
those are
5 songs I played on or whatever.
Fantastic.
They're fun interviews, man. Yeah. It's really cool to hear the backstory.
Check this out. The Vertex guy, Mason, he interviews the players that played on all these like iconic songs, but there's so many good ones. I was so stoked when he got the Huey Lewis guy in, because I love that guitar player, and he came in, I was like, yes!
Yeah, well, he had just done like Dan Huff and some of the guys who played on Steely Dan records, and I think the new one is the Phil Collins guy, and
Michael Thompson.
Yeah, all that, and I'm like, you want to interview me? Yeah. Are you sure? Dude, like my songs, the songs that I played on it's like the most commercially successful ones. Some of them are timeless, like those songs. But we haven't had the time elapsed to really determine that yet. Yeah. So it kind of feels like, I don't belong here.
Everyone's attention span's shorter, so it just they're timeless in like the modern sense.
Yeah, yeah.
If it lives past a month, it's timeless.
Yeah.
What was that? What did he have you play?
We did. Well, he lets you choose. Okay. So I chose 5. I chose 3 commercially successful songs that I thought were great.
What ones?
There was a Cody Johnson song called Till You Can't that is a fantastic song.
Okay.
And The first song I ever played on that went #1, it was a Chris Janson, Buy Me a Boat.
Oh, that's
And we talked about how to dial in the tone, because
yeah.
every single time I've heard anybody else play electric guitar parts from that song, they're not getting it right.
Okay.
Like, including guys in his live band.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Which he's not a big stickler for sticking to
sure.
the record.
Yeah.
He likes to put on a show that's in the moment.
Yep.
He's a shredding harmonica player.
Oh, nice.
And then I picked some David Lee Murphy and Kenny Chesney songs that I had done a really kind of out of left field, doubled and harmonized slide part in.
Oh, nice.
And then the other two were indie songs.
Yeah.
A Shannon LaBrie song from a record that we did a while back, and then that Preston Cooper, who is working on not being very indie. Like, his stuff is being released, and he's got I think a lot of momentum. So
Nice.
And then I have to mention one other thing that I got to do that was way outside my wheelhouse. There's an artist named Noel Sejares. All right.
Okay.
Argentinian guy.
Okay.
Argentinian Mexican, lives in LA.
Okay.
Had a huge pop duo with another guy named Leon.
Okay.
And it was called Sin Bandera, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing that terribly. We just cut 10 songs for their new project at Blackbird.
No way.
They're producers.
Okay.
Vago Galindo,
Okay.
who's amazing, and then another guy named Ario Bequiro, I think is how you pronounce his last name. They each produced half of the record.
Oh,
and
cool.
used the same band, so we did 4 days.
No way.
Yeah, and so we, it was like, the band was Mark Hill, Todd Lombardo, Aaron Sterling on drums, Alex Wright on keys, and we're listening down with charts, and we're like, okay, so what's this song about? Because none of us know Spanish.
Sure.
So we want the lyrical vibe, so we're supporting and playing the correct emotions underneath the lyrics. And that was super cool.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that market, the Latin pop market, is just worldwide.
Oh, for sure.
Massive. It was cool to get outside of the Music Row thing, and do something with a different target, with a different intention, and in a different language.
We used to work for, what was the band name? They were massive. It's like Mana or something, maybe.
Menudo?
No, it was like kind of what you're talking about, but like, he came in, I had no idea who he was. He's like, yeah, we just sold out 4 nights at the Forum. I was like, what?
Who are you?
Yeah, totally. And I was like, he's like, oh yeah, man, it's like that everywhere. And it was just like this whole other world. But the cool thing about a lot of those markets is they still like guitar. And like, you 100%. Still really play, so it's like there's some ripping playing going on there.
I noticed I got a lot of followers from Mexico and South America when I was like tagged in some of these guys' reels and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like guitar players from all over, you know, which is super cool.
Cool. Well, stay tuned. We also have another course dropping from Justin here pretty soon that's going to be amazing too. Great stuff is your courses are like a really nice level. It's like, I think a lot of people could handle playing this stuff on them. There's nothing very overly technical, but like really dial in how you do it. So it's awesome.
My whole thing is I want to help people be creative. So offering considerations that I think a lot of people might not have thought of is kind of the angle. And I get that kind of feedback on my channel, so I think it's working to some extent.
Sure.
I'll get comments like people will say, man, I love your videos. Something made the light bulb go off in my head, and it was just like totally tangential to a tangent to your topic.
Yeah.
You know? So there's like little nuggets in there of just things that work for me and help me to get to where I am that I think people benefit from a lot. But I'm not trying to show like, here's how you play this lick.
No,
you know?
not at all.
Like, here are the tools for you to be able to create your own things and develop your own voice.
Well, it's very song oriented.
Exactly.
You know, which is awesome because we need more songs in the world.
Yeah. Less noodling, more songs. I mean, there are people who play circles around me that can teach you the other stuff.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you once again for checking it out. Make sure to check the links down below. He's got an amazing YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. And then I'll leave his course link down below. And then coming soon, I think within like the next month or so, round 2 with Mr. Ostrander will be here. So thank you. Catch you next time.
See ya.